Hey guys, so today is going to be my top 6 must-have blushes. I was thinking about that video that I did yesterday, my top 10 ColourPop eyeshadow picks, and I thought, you know, if I had to get rid of all my blushes today, which would be the first ones that I would want to repurchase? Not my newest purchases, but ones that I have actually had for a long time. So I picked out 6. I know 6 is a random number, but I was going to do 5, and then there was one that I just could not leave out, and I didn't want to do 10 because blushes are not like eyeshadows. With eyeshadows, I like to have a ton of them because I like to have a wide variety of colors to play with. But with blushes, you don't really need that many different colors because you can use a lot of the same colors for pretty much any look. So that's why 6 anyway, because I just couldn't leave that 6th one out. So I'm going to show you the ones that I would repurchase if all my blushes disappeared today. Which is not to say that I don't like some of the newer ones that I bought, but these are my top 6 favorites. And just for fun, let's rank them just for fun. Okay, so let's get started then. Number 6, drum roll please. Number 6 is going to be Tart Exposed. So that's what the packaging looks like. And that's the back. Tart Exposed is a very natural flush of color. If I was to try to describe this, I wouldn't be able to. I would say it's kind of oh geez, maybe like a dusty mauve, but it's not even really that. It's just like this flush of muted color. This would go with any look that you would possibly want to do. You can do it subtle, you can build it up. It's a fantastic blush that I think everyone should own. So that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's really a mellow, light color. I don't think this would show up on dark skin tones. I would recommend it though as a must-have for anybody who is fair, light to medium. I think if you were medium, you'd have to build this up. But so see, it's really subtle. But I love it. So that's 2 swatches, one right on top of the other. So that's Tarte Exposed, and that's one of their Amazonian clay 12-hour blushes. Number 4, no, 5. Oh boy. Number 5 is Benetint. One of you had asked me about this quite a while back that I think it was worth the money, and I do, because I feel like there aren't a lot of red, rosy type blushes out there. And again, just like with the Tarte Exposed, you can build this up to what you want it to be. And it's going to give you a healthy flush of color. So what you do is you just put like a few dots and then just blend it in with your finger. And see, so it's not crazy. I mean, you look at this and you think, oh my God, how could I blend that out? That would look horrible. No, it doesn't. It just gives you a nice little flush. Where did I put it? See, I can't even see where I put it. Okay, now let me put a little bit more, if I can figure out where I put it. I think that's where I had it. So that's it right there. And that's with 2 layers. So that's Benetint. And 1 bottle will last you forever. So it's not like you're going to run out of this because you don't need very much, and you know, it blends out really well. And that, you know what, I'm going to wipe these swatches off so that we don't get confused about which one is which when I'm swatching it. Alright, so number 4 is something that I've had for a long time. And again, I haven't used any or many of these lately, and I pulled them out and I'm going to put them in a prominent place on my table here where I'll see them, because when you put things away you have a tendency to not use them, so I'm going to maybe put them on a little plate or something and just put them right on my makeup table so that I'll remember to use them. But anyways, I've had this for a long time. Since I originally bought this, they've come out with more, so they've changed all the names and everything. So what this is the e.l.f. Studio Blush and Bronzing Palette. And when I first got this, it was just called Blushed Bronzed. And since that time, they've released other colors, and now it's called St. Lucia if you were to purchase it now. I have to be honest with you, I'm not really wild about this bronzer. I don't care for the color or the amount of shimmer in it and the way the shimmer sits on the bronzer, so I really don't care for this bronzer, but I do really love the blush that comes with it. This is just one of those beautiful peachy pink blushes that has gold shimmer in it. It's gorgeous. And it's only $3 for this compact. And you know, you might like the bronzer. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that you might not like it. So that is one swipe right there. Really, really pretty. And you might notice that with the other two blushes, I had to do a second pass for you to be able to see the color well. I only had to do one pass with this one for you to see the color. So it's pretty pigmented for a $3 blush. So that's called St. Lucia now, if you were to buy it now. Number 3 is a NARS blush. I love NARS blushes. I wish I had more of them, but they're very expensive. I think I have 5, but they have a ton of them, and I would have more if they weren't so expensive. Just to tell you how much I like NARS blushes, there are 2 blushes by NARS in my top 6 blushes of all time. So it's the only brand that I included 2 of. This is called Deep Throat. And that's what it looks like, and I would describe this as a pinky peach with gold shimmer. So it's pretty similar to the one that I just showed you. Matter of fact, let's see just how similar they are. Okay, so the NARS one is just a little bit deeper in color than the e.l.f. one. And let's swatch it. So that's what it looks like swatched. It's just gorgeous, really pretty, goes with everything. You could wear that with any look. I really like that. Very wearable, everyday type blush. Okay, we're getting down there now. Number 2 is also by NARS, and probably NARS' most famous blush, and it is Orgasm. Now Orgasm, NARS describes it as a peachy pink, but to me this is more of a coral with gold shimmer. And this is very pigmented, and you have to just barely tap your brush in there, otherwise it's going to be too bright and too crazy. And let me swatch it for you. Okay, here we go. Let me make sure I got the residue of the baby wipe off. So that's Orgasm. So pretty. It really gives you like a nice glow, and it's just so gorgeous. It's probably my favorite of the 5 blushes that I own by NARS. I keep saying 5, but is it 4 or 5? I don't remember. Okay, so that was number 2. But I would have to say that of all the blushes I own, if I could only replace one, it would be what I have on today, And it's probably one that most of you already have in your collection because a lot of people love this blush. And it is a baked blush by Milani called Luminoso. And this is Luminoso. And I think the reason why so many people love this and would choose it as their #1 blush is because it didn't cost them an arm and a leg to buy it, but yet it's still gorgeous. I love the NARS Orgasm, but the price is a little hard to swallow, so this is not going to break the bank, but yet you're still going to get a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. So even though I'm wearing it, of course I'm going to do a swatch anyway. And the color is, to me, when I look at it, the first thing I think of is peach. I would say, you know, this is like a golden peach. Very pigmented. Very beautiful, gives you a really nice glow, and that's what it looks like blended out a bit. So just really, really pretty. And so these would be my top picks for my top 6 must-have blushes. Now I do love pink blushes too, but pink blushes don't seem to go with everything. Sometimes they can kind of conflict with other makeup colors that you're doing. So I feel like these colors are more practical and more wearable and would go with so many more things. But I do love pink blushes too. And you know, you will still obviously see those on me occasionally as well. I think I had pink blush on in yesterday's video, and I think I might have had one on the day before that. So, but these are my 6 favorites, and I hope you enjoyed this. And oh, I just wanted to mention, because I know not everyone reads the description box, because I always list the products that I'm wearing in the description box, but if you saw yesterday's video of my top 10 ColourPop eyeshadows, this is So Quiche that I have on today, and it's one of the ones that I mentioned in the video. So this is So Quiche, in case you don't remember seeing it on me before and you're new or something. That's what it looks like. Okay, so I'll let you go then, and I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching. Bye.